do. Thank you. Here at the Key to Soul Awakening. I'm Stacie, and I built this community for you. Why did I pick a word key, C-A-Y, that means tropical island? The answer is simple. I went from living a life in suburbia, full of roadblocks, frustration, and negativity, to living my dream life here on a tropical island in under a year, all due to a spiritual awakening. I've been a single professional and a student. I've been a working mom and a stay-at-home mom. I know what life is like from many angles, and it's all difficult when we aren't living with a high vibration, positivity, and in our highest and best life.
Say, Mommy?
My goal is to reach as many people as possible and teach them how to live their life full of happiness with no negativity. I post personal, detailed accounts of my own journey, which is always evolving, as well as how I got here from a rough past. I post teaching videos that show you, the viewer, how you can do the exact same things I did to improve your life. Guided meditations and Sunday messages to remind you to stay positive are among the topics I cover in this community. Also, check the comments under the videos where I ask questions to the viewers so I can personally help you on your path to happiness. Welcome to the Key of Soul Awakening. Follow the Key to Soul Awakening on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you enjoy learning real-life strategies to using spirituality in day-to-day life, subscribe now. And as my son Buddy says, ding ding, don't forget to hit that bell. Also, please share this video on your own social media platforms. The wider my net is, the more people I can reach to help them find their way to happiness. Thank you for helping me.
Hey everybody, it's Stacie from the Key to Soul Awakening. So as you can see, I always have trouble starting live streams with audio. So if you can hear me say the word sage, just type it in the chat box and I know I'm ready to go. So all you have to do is type the word sage in the chat box. That means you can hear me. Or give me a thumbs up that you can hear me. And then we're going to get started. Thank you. Thank you. You can hear me great. Okay, so I don't have my headset today because I am in the United States today. As most of you know, I've been having some medical problems, so I am here, and my family is where we live elsewhere. Give me 1 second to get back to here. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Okay. So now you can see me right there. Okay. So as you know, I've been having, well, that's interesting. Two different, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. So yeah, I've been having some health problems. So I'm here, but I decided to go live today because I miss you guys so much. Okay. So let's do our prayer first, and then we're going to get into the new people. I want to explain to how all this works. I'm not exactly sure why I'm seeing two different chat boxes here, but it basically says the same thing. Just put your name, first name, date of birth, and your question in the chat box, and then I will answer your question. There's something a little new to this, okay? Let's see who we have. Latoya, Ariel. Hello. Hey guys. If you could do me a favor and subscribe and hit the like button, I would really appreciate it. I'm about ready to get back into doing these weekly. So I took a long break just because of the whole health thing. And we're going to talk about that because I think I've learned a lot outside of health and how humanity works with one another when one person is down and the other person can help. But we're going to get to that. I would like everybody to close their eyes and just take a deep breath and breathe out through your nose. I'm going to do it one more time. And as you're breathing out through your mouth, as you're breathing out through your mouth, I want you to take all the stress and tension that you're feeling right now and push it out through your breath. So in through your nose, and push all that tension out through your mouth. You should be feeling relaxation through your neck here as you breathe out. We'll do it one more time because I feel like a lot of people have stress going on right now. So let's do it one more time. All right, I'm going to say our prayer. You can keep your eyes closed. You can keep them open. I usually keep my palms up because that allows Source to be able to come right into us. And you'll see a lot of people do that in different religions and different churches. But that's why, because it's an easy access point for Source. All right, here we go. In trust we are here, divine Source, in all that is love, oneness, unity, health, and compassion. We are here to raise our vibration and move to our highest and best lives. We ask that our spirit guides, council of the brotherhood, angels, and loved ones in spirit be here with us to protect and transform. And we ask you to help those watching this live right now with their own private wishes that they're asking for you inside their own head. Go ahead and ask for something inside. And so it is. And when you do this, now you want to make sure you wipe your hands, okay? And you're going to I always rub them together, all right? And what this does, it gets all the negative energy out, and then you throw it up into the universe, and you never have to see it again. See? Boop. Good. Okay. So Bob's going to be doing the questions. Let me just make sure that Bob is on here. I can hear you. Awesome, Bob. Thank you. All right. So if you did not see how to join my Facebook group, I'm going to be flipping this back and forth. I have a private Facebook group where I'm interacting mostly every day. You can talk to me about your questions or anything you have to go on spirituality. You just go to the private Facebook group and make sure you answer these questions, or you cannot be in the group. I don't mean to be kind of hard about that, but I just want to make sure that you're there for the right reasons, okay? Instagram, I'm also on Instagram, same key to Soul Awakening. And if you want to book with me, I have the link in the chat box. You can book a one-on-one session with me where we can talk about anything, and I will be using my guides, my spirit guides, my psychic abilities, everything, just for you. All right? All right, one more thing. Oh, right. If I did a good job, please look up on the PayPal link and keep me into my Oreo habit. It's optional. You don't have to do it, but just a question. Okay, so we already have some questions going on. The topics that we're going to be talking about today is, if any of you heard during those videos, the victim box. That's a really big concept for us to be talking about. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to be talking about why love is so difficult for some of us. The spiritual thing I did, which I invited the angels into my house, and frankly, all hell broke loose. And I'm going to explain that. But honestly, I think it happened for a reason, and I think things are a lot better now than they were before. So if you're interested after I talk to you about this, hosting angels into your home, I will explain to you how to do it. And all you have to do is send me your email address, and I will send you the directions. Spiritual Awakening, QHHT, which I had a QHHT session during my break, and also the Dark Night of the Soul. All right. So our first question, I want to also mention, if I answered a lot of questions about love or career or things like that, I'm not going to keep going with that same topic. So if Bob sees that I've answered 2 questions already about love, then he's going to go down to the next person who's not asking about love. Okay, because I like to talk about other things. I know a lot of you want to know about love, which is why I put it in the topics for today. All right, so I'm going to start off with just saying hi to my kids who are with Bob right now. For Luke, Lily, Beth, and Lionel, Mommy misses you so much, and I will be home very soon. Love you. All right. So Melissa, Missy was the first one to have her name in. And is Missy still here? Is she still here? I'm only going to look at the chat box just because I do. Missy, you're still here. Cool. Okay. Missy, you gave me your birth date, and the first thing I noticed, Missy, was there were a lot of 4s in your birth date. Okay. Hey, Gaggy, I'm really good. I'm glad to see you again. There's a lot of 4s in your birth date, Missy. All right. And that stuck out to me because 4s are very, very grounded. They are like a box, if you know. Okay. And that doesn't mean that you're a 4. It just means there's a lot of 4s in your birthday, which is interesting. Your number is a 3. Your life path number is a 3, which means that you're meant to be a communicator. You're meant to be seen. You're perfectly fine being the center of attention in anything you do. And that matched with, the first vowel of your name is an E. So what that means is it bores you. Boredom, like any kind of routine bores you. Any kind of routine bores you. You're enthusiastic and energetic, and you just really want to be around people. And your question about who is trying to get attention to you right away, it was an older gentleman was coming to me, and I believe this man is one of your guides. He's not related to you. He is your spirit guide. He's one of them, and he's trying to warn you that you're going down a path. I wrote it down. He's trying to warn her to catch her, because you're headed in a direction that's going to cause you trouble eventually. And I keep seeing like career, job around this. Does any of this make sense to you, Missy? Can you tell me if any of this is validating? Hey, Galiante. So the person, it's not really a person who's coming into you, Missy. This is your spirit guide. And what makes it different between somebody we've known in this life and our spirit guides is we can actually talk to our spirit guides and hear them a lot clearer than the people who have passed over. All right. So what you want to do is just start talking to this person. Okay. Maybe you want to ask their name. Somehow they'll get their name to you. Okay. And you want to ask them questions. And the way I ask questions to my guides, because I learned after making many, many mistakes, like, give me a sign. Well, what does that mean? What I say is I would like something that is clear, and I would be able to understand what you're trying to tell me. All right. And that works very, very well. And they love that. They love when you try to give them like directions, because I mean, on the other side, it's not like here where we kind of like infer things. Oh no, they're just like black. They're this is what you said. This is what you wanted. This is what I gave you. And then you're all like, well, that's not what I meant. But, so you have to be very clear with them. All right. Thank you, Missy, for sticking around. If you would like to book a session with me, the link's at the top. And if we have time later, I can also do second questions once I get through everybody else. Okay? All right. The next one was, I'm sorry, my hair is bothering me a lot lately. Shabrana. Okay? And I think I'm saying that name, and if I'm not, I'm terribly sorry. If you've noticed, I'm not wearing my glasses. They don't have them. I left them at my other house, and I'm blind as a bat right now. So I'm trying to read. Okay? Missy. Yes, but I thought it was messing in the wrong spiritual stuff. That's something I'm going to talk about today, Missy, actually. The difference between how you know that you're working with light and love and not the dark stuff. All right? So give me 5 minutes. I'm going to get back to that. It's a very good question, Missy. Because even not even I especially, people with gifts, people with any kind of gifts, really. So the first things we attract are the dark entities, because they don't want us doing this. Okay, so I will get back to that in a little bit. Okay, Missy. All right, Shabrana, you want to know about month of August, love and career. Give me a second just to add this up. You're 5. Shabrana, you've been here before. You're 5, correct? I always check my math because math was not my best subject. And Bob's laughing now. So you're a 5, which means you always want to be on the move. And the first letter of your name is an O. Yeah. So it'd be contradictory. It's like I get the feeling with you that you want to you want to go out and have fun and have, I keep wanting to say the word party, but that does not seem correct. You want to go out and have fun, but you're expected to be something else. So it's like a contradiction. Okay? So the month of August for you, this is going to be like a watershed month for you. It's like you have to pick one or the other this month. You're going to have to pick if you want to follow what you actually want to do, or if you're actually going to just stay in the straight and narrow and do what you're supposed to do. And whatever you choose in this month of August is going to be in longevity, years. So you have to decide what you're comfortable with. As far as love, I do see several opportunities. I can't tell if any of them are actually long-term or not, but I do see several opportunities. And as far as career, I see a career change coming. And I'm not sure that you're aware that it's coming. Does this make sense for you, Soprana? Okay. Let me dig into this career for a second. I get the sense that you like the job that you're in right now, what you're doing. And you wouldn't move, if you wouldn't be going, like Americans, what we do is we are always looking for another job. But I get the sense that you don't do that. That you like what you're doing, but the next job that's coming in is going to be just as good or maybe even better. So don't push it away, okay? Look at it and see if it feels right. If it feels right, okay, even if all the numbers and all of the, logistics of it don't really make sense, if it feels right, that's what you do, okay? Because that's your intuition. All right, thank you for asking the question, and I want you to stick around because you can ask another question when I get through everybody else, okay? All right, let me just check with Bob to see who's next. Bob keeps me on track, okay? Okay, cool. So you gave me that link. All right. Give me 1 second, everybody. Because usually I have so many questions that come in. Oh, Bob, it's making me log in. I have had the worst month with this computer. And it's all my fault. I should have to tell you that. Let's see here. Bob, can you just put them in Skype for me, please? Because it'll just be easier. All right. Ariel Jones. Is Ariel Jones here? Let's just check to make sure she's here. Ariel, if you're here, you're welcome, Soprana. Let me see what you have to say. New stage of my career would come next year. Yeah, I think it's going to come quicker than next year, is what I'm saying to you. Ariel, are you still here? Because if you're still here, I can do your reading. I'm looking at Ariel, Latoya, ooh, Anastasia Enchanted. Welcome back. Okay, so I'm looking for Ariel, Latoya, or Anastasia. Any of you still here, just say yes in the chat box and I will do your reading, okay? And while I'm waiting for them, let's talk about a few things. Let's talk about this dark stuff, okay? So when you start going into, digging into this spiritual awakening thing, it really is so real that when you fall down this rabbit hole, you won't ever get out of it, because you realize how real it is, and it also doesn't make you want to argue with people about religion and things, because you realize that we're all kind of worshiping the same God. I call it source energy. Somebody else could call it God. There are many names. When you get in deeply into the spirituality of things, what happens is the very first things that come to you are the dark entities. And these are like shadow people, okay? This is like that Hat Man, if you ever heard of him. They can't hurt you unless you give them permission to do that, all right? Let me say that again. They cannot hurt you, all right? So, yeah, I mean, we've had experiences in this house, especially with my kids. My kids are I don't think Bob knows this yet, but my kids are very, very psychic, probably more than I am. So they see things all the time. And I've had discussions with them about, that they can't hurt you. You have to have boundaries with this. So what I recommend is, if you are questioning if you're attracting this or you're not, I want you to go get some sage on Amazon. Amazon probably loves me just because I buy so much sage, and you just, so you put the sage, light the sage on fire, then you don't want the flame, you blow it out, and then you will walk through your house and just say, anything that is the white light is allowed to be here. Anything else that is dark and not of the white light, goodbye. You're not allowed in my house, around my home, around my family. And that's all you have to do to take control of it. Okay? I'm still waiting to see the next couple, Anastasia, Ariel, and Latoya. I hope you all can hear that going outside my window. It's so nice here. I have the air conditioner off. That's the problem with turning the air conditioner off. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to jump down then. All right. So I'm going to go to Galiente. I hope I'm saying your name correctly, Galiente, because it's awesome. Okay. All right. So you want to know if you'll still be employed by the end of the year, and your birth date is March 15th. Okay. Bob, if you could put a note in the chat box that we're looking for those 3 people, just so they know, that would be great, so I don't have to keep repeating it. This is what I mean, that I'm blind. Okay. Your first letter is an A. Okay. Okay, you're a 9. So you're a 9, and a 9, Galiente, is you learn your lessons through endings, and I mean any endings. It could be the ending of your favorite TV show. You learn lessons through endings. So the fact that you're asking me if you're still going to be employed by the end of the year, I have a hard, I don't want to tell people this kind of stuff though, but it seems to me you may not be, because you're supposed to be learning a lesson through this. And I get the feeling that this is not a job that you like. It's a job that you go to because you make money from it. Am I correct on that? Just go ahead and put it in the chat box. And what my guides are saying, like so many other people, my guides are saying that you are definitely geared towards one area. Like you want to be doing something, but it's kind of like an honor thing. Like you need to be doing this, but you want to be doing this. There's so many people in the world like that. So Galiente, what I want you to do is just really decide, it's your choice. You don't have to do one thing or the other. What you have to do is you have to you have to decide what's going to make you happy. And when you're happy in the long run, your life will definitely become more positive. Because right now, I'm getting this ick, oh, do I have to do this again kind of feeling from you. So choose the more positive of whatever you're choosing, and that's what's going to make your life on the highest and best path. Okay? Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for the question. I'd love your name. I hope you come over. Hope all of you come over and join my Facebook group, because we have a good time over there. All right. No, you are not too late to ask a question. You just have to put your first name and your date of birth in there. And I guess we're not looking for... Hold on, Bob. I'm going to see if I can get in here. It's just telling me I have to sign in, and I don't think I can at this point. So if you're listening, Bob, can you just keep putting them in Skype for me, please? Okay. Yes, Gloria, you can have a reading. I just need your first name, which is Gloria, of course, and your birth date. I knew a Gloria. She was fantastic. I like that name. Okay. Let's see if I missed any questions here. If I missed your question, I want you to go, me. I see Shimei I need to get to. Shimei. Shimei. I hope I'm saying that right, okay? And again, here I go with blind as a bat. All right. Okay, you're definitely on a spiritual path. What is your question? Being distance toward me the next couple of days. Okay. Wow, I just heard that loud and clear. Shaime, what they're saying to me is that it's up to you. I don't think this person's being as distant as you think this person is. I think what it looks like to me is that it's one of these, like, not cat and mouse, but like you're a little shy, and if this person doesn't come and talk to you, then you feel like rejected. When really, if you go up and talk to them, I think it's going to be fine. If that makes sense to you. Let's see here. Anything else? Next couple of days. Okay. Does that make sense to you, Shaime, if you're still here? Good. All right. I think, Shaime, you're an A. You're the beginning of, you're an A and you're a 7. So a 7's very spiritual, but a 7 is also very conflicted with themselves. So you have this spirituality about you, but you need to see it. And if you don't see it, then it's like, well, it doesn't matter. Like, and you're conflicted within yourself. If you're still here, make sure you subscribe and you hit the like button for this live. Okay. Hey, Anastasia. Okay. So I got that. Happy Reader. I just need your first name, Happy Reader, and your birth date, okay? Gaggy, I'm getting there. Yeah, Bob's like doing a whole bunch of stuff right now. Let me go back over here. Oh, I missed him. I'm sorry. So all 3 are here. Okay. Yeah, my 2 lives. I don't know why I have... I wonder if that's what's going on here. Sorry, I'm going to pause for 1 second. Because... Anastasia, can you do me a favor? Can you go over to whatever the other live is and just tell them that that's not supposed to be like the actual live because something must be going on with YouTube, and have them come over to this one? Can you get the link from it for me? Actually, I'll give you the link for it. Can you do that? Anastasia and I are like tight. So, okay. Ariel. All right. So Ariel went up first. So Ariel Jones. Okay. Ariel, I have a feeling I know you. Do I know you, Ariel? I know what I did with the 2 lives. Damn. Thanks, Anastasia. I know what I did. I'm so technologically impaired. I'm sorry. Okay, Ariel, you're a 9, and of course you're an A. And if you've heard what I said about an A, A's are very impulsive. Okay, I have 4 A's in my name, so we'll leave that be. Okay. A's are very impulsive, and they tend to get oversensitive to criticism. So when we get criticism like, this report could be written a little bit shorter, all right? That's okay. That's a good criticism. But when somebody with the letter A gets that could almost be devastating, like feeling like, what's wrong with me? So when you're saying you're having trouble at work, and I'm also seeing a 9, which is you learn things through endings. And that does not mean at all what I'm going to tell you is not losing your job. There's a relationship between you and 1 or 2 other workers there that has become somewhat hostile, but I'm laying it on your feet. And what I'm saying to you is that you need to stand down, because what they're saying is they're trying to help you. And again, with all this mix of feeling feeling really attacked. You're feeling really attacked. This is why I can't watch the chat. Well, I'm going to put this over here. Okay. You're feeling very attacked, Ariel. Okay. I don't see you changing jobs because you're very good at what you do. I would try to be as nice as possible. And what they're saying is be as nice as possible to the people who you think are being hostile to you. Okay, and that's going to change things around. It may not be perfect, but it's going to make it better for you. All right. I still have this really strong feeling that I know you. If you would like more to this question, go ahead and book a session with me at the top. It's in the banner on my YouTube page. Just remember, you learn things through endings, and it could be an ending to like I just said to somebody else, to like an ending to like your favorite binge show. Okay, you learn things through that. So everybody learns things differently. Okay. All right. Thanks, Ariel. I hope you like this. You like this live, and you also subscribe. I'm going to take a moment just to explain to everybody real quick that I did have some health issues in the last few months, and it's affected the way that I find my words. So if I'm stumbling over words, it's because I'm trying to find the word and it's just not there. I know what I'm trying to say to you, but it gets like stuck. So just understand that, okay? All right. Latoya Graham. Why wasn't Stacie invited to Florida with her other siblings? She's my girlfriend. She's here. Okay. And this is your birthday, correct? So you're 6. All right, they want me to pull my cards out for this. I got brand new cards, everybody. They have to do with crystals. Okay, but they're going to pull my cards out for this. You're 6, and what I'm seeing is you're very stable. Again, a 6 is very nurturing towards the family, which is why you're looking to try to help here. Outdoors is your thing. If you are in a negative space, you tend to become controlling and you tend to become overbearing. So be careful of that. I'm going to read the question one more time. Is there something going on between you and Stacie's family? That's what I would be thinking of. Let me pop over and see if you answer that. Okay. Okay, so that's her birthday. Oh, okay. Let me get yours. Yours is 8. What I'm seeing loud and clear is that there's something going on between you and this person's family. Yeah, Bob, put Gaggy on the list for me, please, okay? Do you know that there's something between there? Susan, that's a you. And then... Not really. Okay. Yeah, this is just what I'm seeing is that... Really, I'll tell you what I'm seeing is that when my husband was supposed to be going to a trip with his family. They didn't invite him because of me, and that's the exact situation that I'm seeing. But let me pull some cards and see what comes up, okay? All right. Okay, so this family definitely has its standards, its faults and its standards, and possibly that Susan does not get along with she doesn't jive with those kind of things. Okay, let me check your birthday real quick. And she's a U, so yeah. Okay, let me explain how I'm seeing this, Latoya. The family's there, Susan's here, okay, and you come in, but Susan's never really blended very well with this family. She loves them, they're her family, blah, blah, blah. She just never blended very well with them. So with you coming in, it's like more not blending, you know. How to get around this is for her to recall who she wants to be in this life. All right, and her family's going to be perfectly fine with it. All right, this feels like a blip, and it feels like a time for her to be able to speak up and tell her truth and get her truth told to people. Okay? Yeah. This doesn't feel like it's all you. It definitely feels like this is a family thing. So she definitely needs to talk to her family. And her cards are basically saying it's time for her to transform into who she wants to be and not who she's expected to be. Okay? If she would like a reading, or you would like a reading, you can click the link on the top banner, and we can get more into this, okay? All right, Bob, let's see who's next. I'm sorry. Our usual program, like, seriously, it literally is all my fault. I'm going to go with Gaggy because I think I skipped over her, and then I'll come back to Anastasia. All right. Month of August and September for regards of love and career. Okay. I know I've done your birthday like a million times, but I'm going to do it again just so I don't mess myself up. Six. Okay. Okay, so right now your career feels like it's very steady. It's going to steady. There's no skyrocketing, and it's not going to plummet. You just got to keep working. Steady, 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 steady. As far as your love life, yeah, they're very much telling me that you're overly clingy, and I'm sorry to tell you that. That's exactly what they're saying to me. So when you meet somebody, play it cool. All right, just play it very cool. Okay. 5 years from now, you should have you're going to look back in here in 5 years from now and go, why was I even worried? All right. So you just keep going. They're saying you literally just keep going on the road that you're going, and everything's going to be fine. Okay? All right. So we're going to go back to Anastasia. Let me just see if I'm missing anything here, what I wanted to talk about. You know, we're talking about love a lot, and, you know, why love is so difficult for people. Let me get back to this. Why love is so difficult for people to understand and to make love, like, good and happy is because we're trying to force something that's not supposed to be down that road. All right. And that doesn't mean breaking up with whoever you're with. And that doesn't mean like finding somebody else. That just means whatever road you're on, you need to shift a little bit and make it easier. All right. So all those expectations you have for love and your partner, drop them. Okay. And Bob says to me all the time, you need to manage your expectations. With love, you shouldn't have any expectations. Basically, it's whoever treats you right, takes care of you, and makes you feel good about yourself. There you go. Okay? All right. Anastasia, here we go. This was a miscarried baby, Anastasia? Why am I seeing him being miscarried, but you're telling me he doesn't want to reach out? Anastasia, let me know if this brother of yours is earthly alive or in a different or miscarried and on the other side. I'm going to put a pin in that until I get this answer, because what I'm seeing right now is that he was so he was not miscarried. Didn't I ask you months ago if you were the only child? Okay. 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 Yeah, the whole reason he doesn't want to reach out to you is because of your father. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that. And you know what I mean. If you want to connect with him, I would just blatantly say, I understand that our father is blah, 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 blah. But I'm nothing like that, and I would like to get to know you. However, I warn you that he may be like that. So, this might be your guide stopping you, like literally stopping you from seeing your brother, because he might be so much like your dad that it's gonna push you backwards. All right, so it's still your choice, but take your time with this one, okay? All right. Okay. I'm on Nearville. And again, can't see. Hope I'm saying that well. Right. He is interested in me, and we will meet. Hold on, Anastasia. I'll be right back to that, okay? Nearville, can you explain to me what a topper is? I'm just very interested. Okay, so Anastasia. Yeah, the whole thing, Anastasia, is centering around your dad, and without going into detail of what we worked on for months, I get a distinct impression that you need to stay away, just because of how this, and the reason I was seeing this miscarried child is because when you miscarry a child, you no longer have them to like have a relationship with, so that's why they were showing me that. So I would tread carefully with this, okay? Hey, Tina. Okay. Came out first in college. Okay. I like that topper. Okay. All right, let's look at your birthday. So you're an I. Okay. Okay. You are a 5, which is like the celebration of the world, Nearville. I'm surprised you're not actually with him abroad, because 5s like to travel. They can't sit still. Is he interested in you? Yeah, he is. He is interested in you. He's just got other things going on right now. I wouldn't push it too much. Have people told you that you can be too much sometimes? Because that's what I'm seeing. So just be very careful. Be you, but you don't have to be you like a bull trying to go at him. Okay? Okay. Tina, we'll get you on the list, okay? I do see, yeah, I just want to travel. Let me tell you about 5s. If anybody else is a 5, if you know you're a 5, and how you figure out your life path is you add up all the digits of the day you were born. Okay, so this one was 6/6/2000, so I added 662. and I got a 5. A 5 is very, very specific with, if you're not on a positive path, you tend to have addictive qualities, and it does not have to be alcohol. It does not have to be drugs. I mean, hoarders are also part of addiction. You could have, an addiction to like yard sales. But when you are on a good positive path as a 5, you love to travel, you love to meet people, you're the center of attention, you love to like be the party. Okay? That's a 5. And I have a feeling that this guy matches very well with that. So just be patient. 5s have a hard time with patience. Be patient. And your, your letter, an I, is that you have patience, which is good. You often feel guilty, though. Do you feel guilty a lot for things that you shouldn't feel guilty for? So, like anytime guilt comes up, let it go. Okay? Anybody new here, make sure you like this live, and you also subscribe to my channel. If you want a live reading with me, not a live reading, if you want a one-to-one reading with just me, the link is at the top of the banner. Go ahead and book. I'm probably going to go for another half hour, and I'm just tired, so we're probably going to end at about 12. Okay. I gotta cover this up because this is. When I see the chat box going like this, like I can't help but look, but I'm trying to focus on other things. Okay, Gloria. Okay. Let's see here. Gloria, your first letter of your name is an O, which means that you're a contradiction in terms. And what that means is that you present as one thing, but you are the exact opposite as yourself. Okay? Okay. You're also a 5. And as I was adding this up, I heard my spirit guide say, she just needs to go. So whatever's happening in your life is very uncomfortable, and it is, and you're torn. You're torn. But to get to your highest and best path, you're a 5. You need to travel. You need to be out there. You need to be doing things. So yeah, they very clearly said in my ear as I was adding this up that you just need to go. So let me make sure that was. Yeah, and I do feel like, Gloria, it has to do with where you are living, but also working. And that's as much as they're giving me. Let me see if, Gloria, Gloria, give me anything else you want to give me, okay? All right. Heavy reader. Tamisha. Okay. So, do you have a question, Tamisha, or is it just you want just a general reading? Just a moment, I'm getting my papers together. Okay. You're an 11 and a 2. You're a master number 11. I believe I've told you that. So as a master number 11, you have all these ideas to get things done. Very, very well done. But what happens is you don't know how to get the tools to get them done. You need to find somebody who's like a 22, because they have the tools to get your ideas done, but they have no ideas. So it's a really good match there. But you're also a 2. So which means that you don't fit quite into this world. And, I always call twos the aliens of the planet because they tend to, sorry, I'm covering it up again. Twos tend to feel out of sorts, like they don't want to be here. They don't want to, they don't understand this planet. They don't understand why there's so much fighting and violence and anger. Where twos are very humble. They're very into, like, God, if we were all twos, we'd be jumping rope and skipping down the street, just holding hands. That's what a two is, just happiness. Let me just see if Tamisha has a question. Did she add a question? No. Okay. So I get that you're feeling stuck because you do not like routine. You do not like the days in, the days out. I'm going to pull cards here. They're just telling me this. Okay, so we have 3 more questions then, Bob. Okay. So what you're going to have to do, Tamisha, and I'm also taking you on in January, remember. For those of you that are here, I do one-to-one spiritual guidance sessions. I'm starting the next cohort in January. And if you're interested in that, I'll have Bob put my email address in the chat box, and I can give you more information on that. Anastasia was one of my clients, as is Tina, who's coming up. So if you want to book with me just for a single booking, you hit the link above. And if you would like to talk to me about how I can help you long term, which will start in January, and Tamisha's the one of them that is going to. I'm only taking a few people. I don't take everybody. I'm very selective. All right. So yeah, be kind to yourself. Make a decision. Yeah, we talked about that, didn't we? And see the magic. I'm going to say it again because I think I said this before, was that you are in a path to become in a career that you're not very enthusiastic about, but it makes a lot of money. But you don't know what you want to do. And this card setup says, be kind to yourself, make a decision, and see the magic. And what see the magic generally means is you need to look at the glass half full. That you may be switching careers or majors or something like that, but what needs to happen is that you need to see the positive side, that you're going to be a lot happier. You're definitely going to be a lot happier if you make a decision like that. Okay? If you'd like to make a reading with me, book above, or you can email me and we can talk more, okay? All right, let me just see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. I can talk next week about the QHHT session. I'll just finish up these questions because I am getting tired, and my doctor no like that. So let's see here. So Gloria, Anastasia, Tamisha, okay, Tina. Yeah, Tina, I've been seeing you moving for a long time. If I talked to you about this, didn't I? I said I've seen you moving more like southish, to find. Didn't we talk about Maryland and how their schools are so much better for what you need? Yeah, I do see you moving, and it doesn't have to be perfect where you're moving. What has to be is it has to be a good situation for your children. All right, so keep that in the forefront. All right. Galante. Clarification. The industry I work in is ESL for English and China. Tightening laws are around this company saying we're still safe, but I don't know if it's true. Move. Okay. You should meet Anastasia because she does the same thing. Anastasia, meet Galante. Okay. Yep, still seeing a job move. If you have, okay, that's what they're saying. If you have a question about this, that generally means that your guys are tugging at you going, something's not right here. Something's not right here. And you could dig around a little bit more in it I don't know that that would be the wisest thing to do. But if you have this question of it, then I would recommend that you just look elsewhere, because this doesn't feel like a safe or a trustworthy thing to be involved in, if that makes sense. Gallant. I think it's gallant. I like caliente. He can choose. Bob just told me he thinks it's gallant. Okay. Anyway, I was saying, if you have a question around this, what I want you to do is really listen to your intuition. What does your intuition say? Okay, because everybody could say everything, but what really matters is what your gut, your intuition, and your intuition is really your guides. What are they saying to you? Okay, if they're saying that this is perfectly fine, and maybe you're just a little nervous because it's never happened before, okay. But if you get that really tough gut feeling that's like, yeah, I don't really think that this is a proper situation, that's when I would start moving on and looking for other places. Okay. All right, baby girl Aries. I need a first name for baby girl Aries. Do we have a first name? If you can put your first name in there, baby girl Aries, and then just retract it right away, that would be fine. I just need to know your first name, just because it helps with the reading. All right, so your birth date is... Bob, are you getting a kick out of these birth dates? 1990? Your real name, baby girl, okay? And is this the last one I have? Yeah. So this is going to be the last question. This is going to be the last question for this week. Next week I'll be back at noon as well. Or you can book with me, or email me for more information on how you can work with me one-on-one. So... yeah, and then just, Bob, when she puts it up, then just delete it, okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe to my page. And go to my Facebook page. I'm going to go over... I know, Bob, I know. Okay. Let's see. I don't need to say it, I just need to see the vowels in it. I'll still call you baby girl. Okay. Let me just flip over to here while I'm answering her question, okay? This is our Facebook group. It's free to join. Just answer the questions, okay? All right. Let's go back here. And I lost my question. Okay. Left a general message. Okay, 329. Yeah, I can tell I'm getting tired too, Bob. I'm sorry. Ooh. Baby girl, you're 33, which is an amazing number to be. So when you're a 33 life path, you are the same kind of a life path that many well-known prophets were. Okay, so if you think about the date that Jesus died, he was 33. All right, 33 is a very spiritual number, and that means you have both the ideas and you have the tools to make all these great ideas happen. And I'm not saying ideas just for you. I'm saying ideas to make the planet a better place. Okay? And let me dig into this just a little bit more. So, an A. Yeah, I mean, A's have a controlling tendency to them. They're impulsive, but yet they're creative. And you're overly sensitive to criticism. Okay, so these are all your patterns, your karmic patterns that are coming up. And I work a lot with a lot of people with karmic patterns. And whenever you're feeling hurt or guilty or like somebody hurts your feelings, that's when you need to say, okay, guys, I recognize this. You can take this away from me now. And it won't happen again. What I'm seeing for you, though, let me... there's a woman in your life, and I almost say, I don't want to say woman because she's younger. Who has a special influence over you. And although that's good right now, I think you need to be careful of it in the future. Does that make sense to you, baby girl? A lot of curly hair. Lots of curly hair. And I also get the idea that you're younger. Is that true? Well, wait, I have your birth date, 30. I mean, okay. 30's young, according to me. This person I'm talking about would be younger than you. Kind of, I want to say like a sister, or maybe a friend or a cousin that is younger than you. I want you just to be careful of that relationship so it does not turn into like kind of like a toxic codependent relationship. This person admires you a lot, but admires you almost too much. Okay? And if you have not met this person yet, you're going to meet this person. I see lots of curly hair, blonde curly hair. The person that tried to is my cousin. Yeah, I can't say for sure. It's somebody you're either going to be very close to or are very close to, and I want you just to be on notice that they almost admire you too much. Like I keep seeing the movie The Single White Female. It's not going to go that far. Trust me. But that's kind of the feeling I get. All right. And you might even be really young to even know what that movie is. But just be careful there. Now, on the good side of it, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You may not have met this person yet. Okay, so hold on a second. On the other side of this, whatever you're doing in your career right now, they're applauding. They're saying this is a really good thing for you to be doing in your career. Are you deciding between two different things? And you're like, well, this would be better, but what you're doing right now is actually what you're supposed to be doing. Whatever line you're in is exactly where you're supposed to be. All right? All right, so that's going to end my questions for today. But like I said, I do bookings, and I also am active on my Facebook page every day, really. So I'll put that back up here so you can see where the Facebook page is. Okay. Private group. Also, if you'd like to work with me and talk about working with me, I'm going to start. I'm not doing Patreon anymore, so you don't have to look there. But I'm going to start on my own website in January. I've had a lot of success with a lot of people. If you would like to talk to me, I charge not much. I charge on a sliding scale, and it just all depends on, how much help you need and that sort of thing. So if you're interested, did Bob put my email address in there? Wrong one. Okay. So, Good. Okay. So let me put my email address in here. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one, so I can help you, on it's not just one reading. It would be several different, it's 6 months of a meeting with me about every 2 weeks, and you keep a journal, and then I mean, Anastasia could probably tell you more. Oh, you're welcome, Gaggy. I missed you guys so much, really. I really did miss everybody. And then if you're interested in a reading, all you have to do is click the link above in the banner, and then I will verify that with you. I will see you next week at this time at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Times. I have a few people who did not get to. Make sure you come back next week, and I will definitely get to you. And tell me you were here last week so I can get to you, okay? And we're going to talk about next week manifesting too. I just felt like doing a lot of readings today. All right. So you guys all have a great day or evening wherever you are, and I will see you next week.